Hi everyone, it's Tuesday the 7th of May 2013. This is a very frustrating video to record today. It's one of those days where I've had to record this a couple of times. I've only been doing one thing all day today, and it's working on this Minecraft game idea that is an upcoming project, and I don't want to talk about it in detail because I want it to be a surprise and I want it to be interesting when you see it, and I don't want to bore you to death with my ideas and the progress on it. It's going through several revisions, so it's similar to when I make Flash games and stuff, and maybe it's just a general game design thing, or maybe there's a word for it, but it's a thing of it getting kind of feature bloat and having like, oh, and you could do this, and you could do this, and you could do this, and having all this extra stuff in it. And then having to go, there's too much stuff, it needs to be simplified and streamlined, and but still keep the spirit and freedom of the original idea, but just simplify it. It doesn't have to be complicated, you know. Try and find out what kind of the core feeling or mechanic or try and find out what it is that you're actually trying to achieve from this complicated thing, and work out a simpler way of representing and achieving that. So I think it's getting there. So I might keep this vlog extremely short. I've just been watching The Apprentice. The Apprentice is back on in the UK as well. I always find the early episodes a bit annoying though, because you can't really... I like being positive about the people in it, so like picking out who I want to win and who I think is good, and the first episodes there's always way too many people in it to really get a grip of who's who and what they're like, and all these sort of like first half of this series or whatever, until it whittles down to enough people to concentrate on them as individuals, the editing and the show and everything just has to naturally concentrate on who's to blame in every episode, so it just highlights the candidates for who are most likely to be fired, and then you have one fired. And I find it a bit depressing having to sort of like concentrate on the ones who aren't very good. And then the whole show itself, I do enjoy it, but the whole show itself, like the more time I've spent, you know, with like being self-employed and actually doing stuff in the real world kind of thing, the more I get frustrated with The Apprentice, because the more it's so just obviously a game show, and just everything and all the tasks is completely unreasonable and completely like not representative or realistic of what it's like in the real world. And you know, and then, you know, and they're always stuck working in groups, but you know, there's the meta thing of they're all also trying to win the game, so it's not, they never work well as groups because everybody's trying to show up the project manager. I always feel sorry for the project managers on every task when they're expected to somehow control and get respect from their teammates, when there's some teammates that are clearly just not going to respect any project manager ever, because they're trying to win, so they're trying to make everyone else look bad all the time. Anyway, that's The Apprentice. But I do enjoy it, so I'm quite pleased it's back on. That's the only other thing I really have to talk about today, because I've been going over this idea all day once I started thinking about it, and then I watched The Apprentice, and then I almost forgot to record this. So I don't really have anything else to say. But for maybe sometimes when a project gets delayed, it's a good thing. And you know, because with this project that I'm working on, I think it's good that I never... Well, it's maybe not good that I never did anything with it, but it's not the worst thing in the world that I haven't done it yet, because I know if I get it done now, it's going to be better than it would have been back then, because I know more people, and I have more experience, and I have more ideas, and I know how to simplify it down now, it's like it's evolved, it's got better, it's got more streamlined, it's not going to be as stressful and complicated to make. And I did like a couple of game tests before, like I said, so obviously that informed decisions. And after that I went away and did a lot of work on it, and that was part of the delay, was realising that it actually wasn't ready yet, rather than me actually failing to finish it, you know. But yeah, so I'm just going to leave it there for today, because it's funny, because I feel like I should do 10 minutes now, because I always end up doing 10 minutes. But I don't know, maybe my vlogs should be shorter anyway, because I do ramble on. But I am going to leave it there today, because I don't really have any specifics to tell you, because I'm keeping that all to myself for the time being. My beard's getting quite long, as you can see, but I am actually going to shave it off today. Although I do think about growing it long, but, you know, maybe in November for charity. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I will see you tomorrow.